I had no problem with it. But I'm not trying to shift the responsibility or anything at all. Okay, because the bottom line is, no matter what, the number one rule is to take shit and make shoe polish in wrestling. No matter what circumstances you're given, you need to make the most of those circumstances and make it work. But Ray and myself, nobody ever mentions that Ray was, Big Boss Man was in that match as well. Um, you know, and but we were both a part of it. But we were set up to fail. And the reason we was because, not intentionally, but from the very first moment that Vince Russo came to me with this idea, I said, okay, you do understand we have to have highly trained animals. Okay. Because listen, even in the porn industry, people know you don't work with animals or children. I mean, they're always going to upstage you. So now we're going to build this entire story around the animals. Pay attention, because remember, the gimmick, work the gimmick so you can tell your story. The gimmick of this match are the animals, are the dogs. So I say, hey, get me a Chihuahua. I'm cool with it. I need a trained animal. They called a veterinarian clinic, got a list of owners that had the Chihuahua, and then they brought the dog to me. That was warning sign one. I keep every single week, and I cannot reiterate, this is not like I'm making this up. I swear to God, I swear on my kids' lives, every week at TV.
Al's just frozen. He'll be back with us momentarily. Guys, we are sitting here. Al, are you back with us? There you go.
Yep, I'm back. So I tell them again, we have to have, because now I'm scared because they've not brought, and I'm like, when this need to have dogs that are trained with verbal commands, so that then they all have to be from the same kennel with the same trainers, so they can command them from the outside the cell. They can't be inside the cell. And when they say a word, the dogs go on top. They have to be trained. Oh yeah. We're getting that. We're getting that. I'm like, okay. I said, you have to have this. Please understand, because that's the gimmick of the match, is that one of us is going to get bit. These dogs are supposed to be in that cell around that cage like they're sharks, four-legged sharks running around. And the jeopardy, the consequence of that match is that one of us is going to get attacked. Okay. So week after week, I swear to you, every single TV, both Monday on Raw and Tuesday on SmackDown, I would bring this up every single week. Whenever we filmed anything, we had a conversation about it, I always brought it up. Don't worry. We get to Charlotte, North Carolina. I walk in and I notice there are 9 dogs and there are 9 different people standing with these dogs. I immediately put my bags up. I reach to all of the people that own these dogs. They're all just owners. One dog had some obedience training. That was it.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
They again waited till the day of the show, contacted a veterinarian clinic, because I called the office. I called, and asked what was going on. They called a veterinarian clinic there in Charlotte, got on the list of owners' names who had Rottweilers, and then went and called them and brought them to the arena. So now the owners are out there with the dogs on their leashes. The dogs aren't trained at all. They're not interacting with Ray or I one bit. They're literally, they're shitting, pissing, and fucking, so much so
Jesus.
that they could not show them on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, they couldn't show it. So you've spent months. So you understand, you've spent months building an entire story around the crux of these dogs, and these dogs aren't trained in any way that where they can be used at all. So what do you expect? Quite honestly. Now, again, it is mine and Ray's responsibility. It was our responsibility to take shit and make shoe polish, and we didn't. We didn't, because everybody was watching the dogs. No matter what we did, they were watching the dogs, humping each other and shitting everywhere. And so it was what it was. But it's become this thing of legend because of Mick and his preoccupation with me. Um,